just thrilled to make 45 people. Excited to come up for Dix's wedding. Now the toast will be okay too, but I've got strict instructions from my daughter, who's a sentimental Zion, and she said, don't say anything that's going to make me sentimental. And I can't say anything that's going to make me sentimental, because I wouldn't be able to say it. Well, I think I'm going to sit down. But I'll give it a try. And I wanted to start by my little toast to Maria. Maria and Scott are both the oldest children, first children. And I was talking to Scott's dad, Paul, yesterday about, the first child is the one you teach things and hope that they'll teach things to the other kids. And that's true. And sometimes they teach you things. And Maria taught us a lot of things. Right? The first thing that Maria taught us was humility. Marlis and I don't know how many of you do it, but before we had kids, we were experts. We had it nailed. I mean, Marlis is a grade school teacher, raised her nieces and nephews, and most of you will attest. So we just thought, kids, we could just dial it in. We had a blueprint laid out. Kids are going to be like this, boom, 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 no problem. We got it squared away. Until August 23rd, 1985. When I picked up Maria, she looked at me and said, you know what you can do with your blueprint, don't you? So Maria had her own idea about what Maria was going to be like. And that became evident really early on. I mean, within, before, when she was almost 2 years old, when she learned a word, one of the first words she learned was adios, which is a Spanish word, which is cool. I thought, okay, adios, I know that's cool. And I thought, okay, I'll say, when I go to work, I'll say, adios, Maria. And she'll say, adios, Daddy. So I said, adios, Maria. She looks at me kind of like, I say adios. So much for the blueprint. But over the years, the joke was on us. Because yes, Maria was independent, she had her own way. But her version of what Maria needed to be was 10 times greater than anything we could imagine. So, to Maria. Well, your first child getting married, you hope the very best. You hope, you dream that they could find somebody that just sets their world on fire. And boy, from the moment we met Scott, we were just he felt like a son. I mean, we have just loved this man since he met him. And over the 3 years we've known him, we've just grown closer and closer, and just couldn't be more excited. And as I said, Maria's independent. She's not somebody that you have to life on the sidelines. You have to sit back in your heels. But Scott, like us, knows that life is better when you're up on your toes anyhow. So Scott's up for the game. He's out there, and we've watched him for the last 3 years with ups and downs. And boy, when Maria rises to occasion when Scott needs it, and Scott rises to occasion when Maria needs it, and they both blend together so well. We couldn't be more excited about having Scott in the family. It just has been wonderful. And the last piece I want to celebrate is just the marriage. Because we're here for Maria, we're here for Scott, we're here about a marriage. And I'm so grateful that we have so many people to draw on. And as people know, I live in a world every day where I see people whose marriages aren't successful. I wouldn't judge them for all the money in the world. I know what happens to good people. But when I come home at night and go with my friends and family, I see a lot of marriages that have had enormous success. And it is amazingly inspiring. In fact, Ray One, your father today, talked about what it would look like on your 50th anniversary. And we happen to have Marlis' sister, Janet, and her husband, Jim, celebrating her 50th yesterday. And we have so many examples on both sides of the family. The Palmers, the Ziegler's, the Zwaks, the Ousky, there's a lot of wonderful examples to help them and to inspire them. I mean, I don't know what makes a marriage work. I mean, some of it is just, God's will. Some of it is hard work. Some of it is the right person. But I know that they have something very special. Maria last night, we spent some wonderful time together. I mean, she just said, boy, I don't have a single doubt that this is the man I'm supposed to be marrying. And I think, I would have thought, who could know that? But I know that's how she feels because I watched her. And I know that's how someone can feel because that's how I felt 35 years ago. And that sense of commitment is fast when it comes to a wedding. I really believe that the main purpose of this wedding, we're going to have fun together, do a lot of great things, but it's for all the people in this room to stand by them for their marriage. Not just to stay married, but help them continue to be a great wife and a great husband. And I really look around this room and I think there's a lot of great people that will help them do that. And I thank you all for that. And so now, finally, a toast to Maria and her blueprint for how to do things. For Scott for loving and accepting and bringing his own blueprint to the table. And for all of the wonderful